and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Fire in a Fayetteville Firehouse kitchen. Today I'm with Captain Bowen from Station 3, and he's going to cook us up some delicious recipes here today. What are you cooking?
We'll be cooking Cowboy beans chili. It's actually my mom's recipe. Turned out to be a pretty big hit. We got second place in the chili cook-off, so we're pretty excited about it. It's always a big hit.
Awesome. So where do we start?
First of all, we have our ingredient list. We have 3 meats. It's going to be a pound of sausage, a pound of hamburger, and a pound of bacon, which we've got going back here already.
Okay.
So if you want to go ahead and we can start putting our meat in the pot. We've already browned the hamburger and sausage, so we'll dump those in.
All right. You want me to go ahead and start cutting up this onion?
You can go ahead and start cutting up the onion, and I'll finish up the bacon. And as soon as we get that done, we can start sauteing those onions in the bacon drippings.
Hopefully this won't make me cry. Onions.
All right.
All right. So how long have you been working in the city of Fayetteville?
I've been with the city for 9 years, so it's been a great career. It's been a great thing in my life, so enjoy it. It's a great job.
You got to experience different houses within the city in your 9 years?
A little bit. I stayed downtown for most of my career, but I've recently got moved to Station 3 there on Rose Hill Road, so it's been a great house, one of the busier houses in the city.
Yes, it is. I enjoy that one. Did you need all this onion, a whole
Yep,
onion?
we'll use 1 whole onion chopped up.
Okay.
So I'm going to get this bacon out of the grease here, and we'll saute it in the bacon grease.
All right. This is making me cry now. These aren't tears of sorrow. These are tears of joy.
You'll find out what we're talking about here shortly.
All right. Got that cut up.
All right, we ready for onions?
Yes, we are. There we go.
All right.
Get that out of the way. And how long have you been making this, you yourself been making this recipe?
I really started making it when I came to work here. It was delicious. It was one of those things I brought to work with me, and the first time I made it, everybody loved it, so we stuck with it.
Awesome.
So.
I've actually had the opportunity to taste this during his competition, and this is absolutely one of the best chilies I've had. Not your traditional hot, spicy chili, but a delicious chili.
Yep, it's more of a sweet chili, if you like that sort of thing.
All right.
All right, we can, while those onions are sauteing, we can go ahead and start adding the other ingredients, if you like.
Would you like, okay, we got.
All right, this will be regular ground pepper and chili powder. Should be a ½ tablespoon of chili powder and a full tablespoon of black pepper.
There you go, in there.
And you don't have to worry about mixing this stuff up too good as you're dumping it in. When we get all the ingredients in, we'll stir it around a little bit, and then as it cooks, it pretty much melts into itself.
Okay. So no rhyme or reason as to how you put everything together?
No, ma'am. You can dump it all in. We'll get it mixed up as it cooks.
And this is?
That'll be brown sugar, ½ cup. I'm sorry, ½ cup.
1/2 cup of brown sugar.
Yes, ma'am.
And then we got, and specifically, does it need to be hickory barbecue or any kind of barbecue?
I like the hickory smoked barbecue. Some of this stuff I guess you can play with as you make the recipe. For instance, the beans we'll talk about in a few minutes. I like the BBQ Baked Beans, but after you make it the first time or two, you can experiment and do it however you like.
All right, so there's the ½ cup, of the hickory barbecue sauce.
That's right.
And next we have mustard.
Mustard, that'll be 2 tablespoons of mustard.
Throw this in here, 2 tablespoons. We're doing the old-fashioned just tablespoons.
Right. This stuff will look horrible while you're mixing it together, but I promise it comes together well.
The end result is well worth it. So 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons.
All right.
All right. And then we have ketchup.
Yes, ma'am.
How much ketchup?
Be a ½ cup of ketchup.
1/2 cup of ketchup. I'm going to use this plate a second. So
Absolutely.
this is 1 cup, so we'll just fill this halfway.
Perfect.
You can get your kids involved in this. This is actually pretty fun.
Absolutely. There's nothing to it once your meat gets brown. It's pretty much just mixing.
Okay.
All right.
So there's your ketchup.
Perfect.
And then next we have molasses.
2 tablespoons.
I'm not a fan of molasses. Some people love it, but it actually is delicious in this recipe.
You won't even know it's there. It just adds a little bit of a sweetener to the chili.
Yeah. Gives it good color.
That's right.
And 2 tablespoons.
All right.
I'm going to use this spoon to kind of help get this off of here.
Perfect.
There's our mess. And now we have our beans.
Last we have our beans. That's right. It'll be 1 can of kidney beans, any brand. Make sure you leave the juice in. We need the juice in the can, in the pot.
That's good to know.
So don't drain them.
Don't drain them. Are we going to be adding any water or anything to this?
No, ma'am. That's kind of the purpose behind leaving the juice in the bean cans. That'll give us all the moisture we need, which is going to thicken up nicely. It won't be a loose, runny type of chili. Next, we got lima beans.
Lima beans.
If you'd rather have baby limas or giant limas, that's up to you.
These are the big ones
We use
here.
giant limas because I love giant limas.
And we have
1 can of pork and beans. Like I say, we're leaving the juice in them. Dump it right in the pot.
this is a very hearty meal too.
It is.
And
last, we have our barbecue baked beans. I use
barbecue baked beans.
the Bush's grilling beans, Southern Pit barbecue. But whatever your favorite brand of barbecue baked beans will work just fine. All right, we got all that in there. We want to saute these onions until they're translucent, meaning you can see through them. They're getting to that point now. So we're going to strain a little bit of the juice off of them and add them to the mix.
Okay.
We also have our bacon here. It's already been drained, so we'll go ahead and dump that in.
All right. I'm just going to stir this up and get it going.
This will be 1 pound of bacon, chopped up fine and then browned in a frying pan. All right.
It is so hard to resist not eating this bacon in here already.
It makes the kitchen smell delicious,
Oh, God,
doesn't
it smells so good.
We're going to strain our onions so we don't upset Stormy and pour all our grease down the sink there. We don't want to do that.
Good tip. We don't want the grease down the drain. This is stirred together pretty good.
All right, we ready for onions?
I'm ready for onions.
Let's do it.
Here you go. Awesome.
All right.
Good.
I think we're all set.
We're just going to stir this all together till it's mixed well. And as it's cooking, do you need to stir it or just kind of just let it go? Like, is this something that you can make that morning, get it set up, and then leave the house and come back and it be ready?
Right. You can. Generally, what I like to do if I'm going to do that, we'll cook it on low for about 8 hours. If I'm cooking it in the fire station, normally we'll cook it 4 hours on high. And when you do that, the heat gets up in a little bit, it'll start to boil a little bit, and you'll need to stir it then because it will stick on the bottom. But if you cook it on low for 8 hours, you can leave it. It won't stick.
Okay.
We'll be just fine.
Be good. Your house will be smelling good when you get home.
It will.
All right.
All right, I think we're ready. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and put this on high for 4 hours in the crock pot behind us.
Let me set this.
And that is it.
And enter. And put the top on that.
We're ready to go.
All right. So thank you for that chili recipe.
Yes,
and when
ma'am.
that's done,
Absolutely.
we'll be ready to try that. But for now, we're going to break away for our safety message.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Stay fire safe this winter. Turn portable heaters off when you go to bed or leave the room. Keep anything that can burn at least 3 feet away. Plug portable heaters directly into wall outlets. Inspect and replace damaged cords, broken outlets, or loose connections. Use portable heaters with an automatic shutoff so that if they tip over, they turn off. Only use portable heaters approved by a recognized testing laboratory. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Welcome back, and I hope you guys got some good safety tips from our video from our colleagues at FEMA. This time of year is really bad for heater fires, so hopefully you were able to really get some good information from that. So while the chili is cooking,
Right, we need something to snack on. So we're going to throw together a little cheese dip, taco dip. It'd be great for some of the sporting events we've got going on this time of year. You can make it stand alone as a dish for that, or like I said, you can use it like we're going to use it and snack on it while we're waiting on our chili. Yes. So without further ado, I guess we can get to it.
Yes, sir.
We're going to brown our hamburger to be a pound of hamburger. We've already got ours browned. So once you brown it, strain it like we talked about. You're going to put it back in the frying pan.
So this will be instant gratification. We make it, we get to eat it.
That's right. All right, we're going to add 1 package of taco dip, just like you were making tacos, or taco seasoning rather.
Any, like, do you like it spicy, kind of?
You can adjust the heat level of the dip simply by the taco dip. Actually, all of these ingredients will allow you to adjust the heat. The Rotel seasoning or the Rotel vegetables that we'll use, you can get those in hot, and the nacho cheese that we use, you can actually get in hot. So, however your taste is for your taco dip, you can make it that way.
So no water at all for this?
Normally, when I do it, when you brown the hamburger, it'll have enough moisture in it, just left over, that the taco seasoning will stick to it.
Okay.
Since ours was brown, we added just a touch of water to make the seasoning stick to it. So.
All right, what's next?
All right, once we get that on there, coating our meat pretty good, we'll add our Rotel vegetables.
Rotel vegetables.
We got mild, not everybody likes hot, so we're going to do a mild dip today.
We got some little girls that work at the fire station.
That's right. All right, now we're ready for nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese. Who doesn't like nacho cheese?
And the key to this is just mix it up well. Just start as you're cooking it. Everything does have to melt just a little bit and blend together, but it's pretty quick. While you're cooking it, it'll usually melt together.
Gotta get the last of that up in there. Gotta get it all.
We'll have plenty of cheese.
Okay.
All right, as we're kind of mixing that all in together, we can go ahead and put our cream cheese in. This will be 1 package of cream cheese.
No, it's good to throw it in just like that, one big hole.
Sometimes I chop it, it's going to melt. It doesn't have a choice in the matter. It's on a fair amount of heat on the stove, so you can kind of chop it with a spatula as you're mixing it together.
Okay.
We'll turn that heat down just a little bit. Got it going.
I know this is a crazy question, but is there a way you can kind of make this less fat?
It would be difficult, just because of the cheeses.
Yeah. You could use maybe fat-free cream cheese, fat-free sour cream maybe, just kind of make it a little less.
Absolutely. A little better for your heart, I guess.
Yeah. It's so good though.
Or you could, just splurge a little bit on game day and have some good cheese.
We'll eat healthy before then.
That's right. In anticipation.
There you go. Everything in moderation.
That's right.
All right, you ready for the sour cream?
We can go ahead and dump that whole container of sour cream.
So that was a pound of beef, 1 can of Rotel, 1
package of the cream cheese. That's right. And just one package of the taco dip, or taco seasoning rather, will do just fine.
And 1 thing of Rotel and sour cream.
It looks kind of dark right now, if you guys can see it, but the cream cheese and that sour cream will lighten it up quite a bit. All right, we just blend it together, and then we'll have some dip to get us by till we have some chili.
All right. So while he's mixing that together, I'm going to actually pull this other pot of chili that we had going earlier, so we can go ahead and taste this now.
All right.
Actually,
made me forget all about this taco dip over here. That's good stuff you got.
This smells delicious. So we're going to get that to the side. Now he's getting that. We're going to get, and what kind of chips do you normally use? You use corn chips? I like the
scoops because I'm kind of lazy, I guess. It makes it really easy just to dip some dip out. But the regular
corn chips?
Salsa chips, yep, okay. They're just fine. Whatever your preference would be is fine for the taco dip. One thing I will say with our chili, a lot of people eat crackers with their chili. I prefer the Ritz crackers with these. It's kind of a sweet chili, and those Ritz crackers are pretty sweet also.
Kind of like a butter cracker?
Yeah, so it really goes well together.
Okay.
All right, We're getting close to taco dip here too.
All right. So while this is finishing melting, we're going to get a couple of firefighters in here to kind of try our chili and our cheese dip.
All right. who are our lucky contestants.
Firefighter Max Lohr. Actually, this is Captain Max Lohr. He's going to join us in tasting some of this chili and some of this cheese dip. And was there somebody else over there as well? No? Okay. All right. So that's
All right,
just about done. That actually did lighten up quite a bit. I'm gonna get some. We're just going to dip our crackers in our chili. Get a
Yeah,
good
I
taste.
eat my chili with Ritz crackers instead of a spoon, but you know.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to set this over here. It's nice and hot. Max, how's it smell?
Pretty good.
That's delicious, isn't it? All right. So we got our chips and our crackers. Be my guest. All right. So as we're eating this, I want to thank you guys for joining us here in another episode of Cooking with Fire, and hope you join us next time.